Hands are really hard to draw. The reason I draw portraits is to avoid drawing hands. But I can't deny the fact that hands are very aesthetic. I mean, look at it. So today, let's learn how to draw hands. By the way, I will also teach you how to make this glowing fingertips effect, so make sure to watch until the end of the video. To understand the hands, let's take a look at the bones of your enemy. We can simplify the shapes into rounded, tapered boxes, divided into 3 sections. The tip will be rounder and narrow, and this part right here, the metacarpal bones, is one big tapered box. By the way, there are a lot of ways to draw hands. I just think the tapered box method is the easiest. Now that you have the boxes as the guide, you can start drawing the hand. Don't forget to add some thickness to it. If you have difficulties, use a reference or just take a photo of your hand. Don't forget the nails, and what do you know? It's another tapered box. I like to draw the knuckles shaped like a kite but without its pointy tip. Add some lines to indicate the fingers section, but take care not to add too much because it can look wrinkly. Now that we have the back of our hand, let's draw the palm. Remember to add a dent and a curve near the wrist, and add some lines to indicate that the palm is not flat. There are gaps between the fingers. On the back of our hand, it's V-shaped because of the shadows and the skin, but on the palm, it's actually more U-shaped. Keep this in mind when you're drawing hands. Another thing, the fingertips are creating a curve. They don't fall into a straight line. If the fingers are pressed together, draw one big tapered box to group them together, then divide the fingers. I find this method easier rather than just drawing each fingers from the start. Now let's try to draw a different hand pose. You can trace some guidelines from a photo when you're practicing to easily break down your references. But if you want to challenge yourself, you can draw the guidelines from scratch with the reference on the side. Your drawing doesn't have to be the exact copy of the reference, so don't feel too pressured. Now just draw the hand based on the guideline. Use the brush you're comfortable with. There we go! Now we can draw hands. Hands are very versatile. You can make it as big or as small as you want. Don't feel like drawing 5 fingers? Just draw 4, like Scrooge McDuck. Now let's learn how to color and paint hands. I will use this reference because look at it. Look at that beautiful hand. I'm using the same tapered box method to draw the guidelines. Again, you can trace the guidelines directly on the photo. This way you don't have to worry too much about anatomy and can go straight into painting. But since I haven't been practicing to draw hands, because I'm lazy, I will draw it from scratch. Now I'm just drawing the hand based on the guidelines and reference, and I'm also adding some details. If you want to adjust your drawing, you can always use Liquify. Apply soft shadows with airbrush to give the hand volume. Don't worry too much about the colors for now, we can edit that later. What I want to capture are these hard shadows. In drawing, you can see the shape of the knuckles and other lines thanks to the line art. But in painting, we use shadows and lights to capture the shapes. Use lasso tool and airbrushes to quickly add the hard shadows. Then go in with your preferred brushes to tidy things up. Be sure to always refer to your reference photo on where to apply hard shadows and where to apply the softer ones. See these lines on the back of the hand? I make the shadows softer to show the delicateness of the hand, but you can also paint stronger shadows if you want to emphasize on the bones. Or add some veins, make it ripped. I like to flip or rotate the canvas from time to time to make it easier for me to draw. Add more highlights to the fingernails. Since our fingernails are shinier and smoother than the skin, it will reflect more lights. Once you're satisfied with the hand, use curve tool and color balance to adjust the colors. You can also use blending modes for this. Feel free to add any colors you like. As for me, I like to keep the shadows in cool colors and then apply warm colors for the lights. This is called cool shadows, warm light, and you can't go wrong with this color combination. Now let's quickly learn how to do it. In multiply layer, add the shadows with the shade of blue and purple. These are the cool colors. Create an add glow layer and then apply red, orange or yellow, and these are the warm colors. If you feel that add glow layer is too strong for your taste, you can always use overlay, or just combine the two. You can try this method with different color combinations, but in my personal opinion, these color combinations are just chef's kiss. And now let's try glowing fingers effect. I will use this image as a reference. Yes, this is a digital artwork. Amazing, right? First, turn your painting darker by creating multiply layer on top of it and fill with dark color. Preferably cool, since the glow is warm. Feel free to make further adjustments with curve tool. With overlay layer, pick red or orange to apply on the fingertips. Then create an add glow layer, pick yellow, and continue to apply color on the tips. Take care not to overdo the yellow, or else you'll lose the details on the fingernails. Next is the juiciest bit, rim light. Create another add glow layer and pick a very light color and just draw highlights on the rim. Now don't just draw the rim light like this, okay? It's a sin. Pay attention where the light is getting thinner and softer. On my reference, the rim light is getting softer nearing the fingertips, so I'm gonna do that as well. Now let's recover the bottom half of the face. Oh dang, it's like he's eating fire. Anyway, I'm just gonna draw rim light on the face, but not too much because I still want the hand to be the center of attention. And after a few adjustments, here's the finished result. Alright, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you have any art tutorial ideas, feel free to tell me as well. Like this video and subscribe to my channel for more digital art content. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!